Live. We are officially live. We probably only gonna be live for roughly 20 minutes. I'm gonna set a 20-minute timer. We're gonna be live for 20 minutes, and that's mostly because why is that? That's mostly because we don't have that much time. We don't have that much time today. All right. We have idle time, and so we only gonna be live for 20 minutes. We got a 20-minute timer, and I'm teaching people how to transform their lives. Okay. So when they start flooding in here, I'm gonna give y'all the exact blueprint on how to change your life. When we first started this channel, the goal was to build community for a multitude of people that are purpose driven, that want to transform their life and live life by design. Those were like the three main goals. The three main goals was to transform, right? And so we're doing some of that now, but what I'm seeing a lot of times is people start really, really excited and then they start to fall off. And they fall off for a multitude of reasons. I would say that it's not one specific reason on why people fall off. Most of the time people fall off because they get misaligned. They forget why they started, and they allow some type of adversity to interfere with what their main goal is. That those are like the main three things that I see most people fall off with when it comes to trying to, you know, be purpose driven, live with intention, things of that nature. All right, and so how do we combat that? Well, we have to stay connected to why we started. Why did you start this journey of wanting to live with intention? Why did you start wanting to be purpose driven? Why did you start wanting to transform your life? You have to stay anchored to those things. Otherwise, when shit gets tough, it's going to be easy to jump ship, right? It's so easy for everybody to jump ship when things get tough because they're not anchored or connected to why they started in the first place. This is why people that go to school struggle with getting through 4 years of adversity or challenges in college, because when shit starts to get tough, they're not anchored to that vision anymore, right? Things start to change, right? There's so many stories about people that go to college and in their freshman year, they flunk out of school because they were never anchored to the vision, right? They got to school, started partying, started smoking, started drinking, like whatever the case is, and then they fall off and they don't ever get back on track. So, in order for you to transform your life, you have to be anchored to the vision. And this is what I preach in our community. This is why it's so important for so many people to be in community, because when you're around like-minded people, it's very difficult to fall off because now you got people that are going to hold you accountable. And that's why each of y'all really, really need to join Men of Mastery, especially if you want to change your life around. We created this community about 3 months ago. When we first created the community, it was um it was very difficult to get people to buy into the vision. But understand, it's not my vision that y'all buying into, it's your vision. Do you want to live your life by design, or do you want to live your life by default? You know, it's very difficult for people to pick up books and want to read because it takes time. It literally takes time, but you're investing in yourself, and people are afraid to invest in themselves. I don't understand it. There is no bigger return on investment than investing in yourself. You hear people say that all the damn time, but still, people won't read a book. People won't read a book. People won't journal. People won't live with intention. People won't focus or spend the time that it takes to focus on what they really enjoy about themselves. You know what I mean? And so when we created the community, our vision, our goal was to have an accountability group, have a group where we can be purpose driven, have a group where when shit gets tough, you can lean on one of us. And the community has gone really, really, really well, but we need more people to engage in there. Um, I got some of my mods that are in there that talk about when people want to come up with new ideas, when people want to go on a new venture, they don't have the support that they need. And that was the purpose of the community. The community was to grow. The community was literally put in place to hold each other accountable when shit gets tough. And so that's why we created Men of Mastery. And it's been great. It's been going good. I had one cat that actually became a client, and we were able to double his income in two months. He doubled his income in 2 months just by working with me directly one-on-one. We got 15 minutes left on the chat, man. I'm not going to be here too long. Ask whatever questions you have. I want to teach somebody how to transform their life. Am I having a good day? Sure. Him or me? Who you talking about? Come, comes. What is that? How you say that? What is that? What is that? What is that? I don't know what that is. Kamutsta? What's the deal, fam? Hey, I'm teaching people how to transform their life, man. Don't come on here if you're not intentional. You know what I'm talking about? I was recommended to go live by one of our members. They in here now. Yeah, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. We only got a few more minutes in here, man. We got a lot to do today. We live with intention around here. We live with purpose. One of the main things that I see most of the people that struggle with, who is this? You only have 4 people in your life? I have way more people in my life than that, bro. And we up to 20 now. We up to 20 people. It don't matter how many people in here. I'm here to teach people how to transform their life. If you're not purpose driven, you might as well keep it moving, man. I'm not here to entertain nobody, bro. That's not what we're about, bro. And we're not only live on YouTube right now. We're also live on Twitch. Y'all could go check us out on Twitch. Y'all can go check us out on Twitch if you want. A lot of people don't like the be gone, demon, the winner of Christ come out. The only way is Jesus. Okay, absolutely. 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 Okay, so look. One of my favorite books to start people off with when they're trying to transform their life is Rich Dad Poor Dad. Mostly because a lot of people think that when it comes to transforming their life, they need to change their finances. Who is this? Bro, you gonna have to bounce or you gonna have to chill, bro. Nobody wanna do the flop. All right, I'm about to put you in a timeout. Again, going back to what I was saying, one of my favorite books to recommend to people when they're first trying to transform their life is Rich Dad Poor Dad. Now, the reason being is because most people think that when it comes to transforming their life, they need to change their finances first. And that's not necessarily the case, but it's the easiest place to start. Most people have the most anxiety about money. Most people that come from a survival paradigm stems from a lack of resources. And most of the time, those resources are money, is money. And so Rich Dad Poor Dad is a great way to start transforming the way that you view money so that you can start looking at money as a tool and not as something that you just spend. It's not a toy. Like most people don't invest their money. Most people just spend their money. So this is one of my favorite books to start off to recommend. Let me grab this real quick. Give me a sec. And then for my men, and then specifically for my men, this is the next book. Y'all see that? This is the next book. Sometimes I can start people off with this. Other times I can start people off with where is that? Yes. Think and Grow Rich. This is a great one. And then if you just really need to get spiritually aligned, we can start you off with The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. Now, those books are all great books. Those books will, especially this one. This one right here, if you're somebody who, let's say, has daddy issues, or if you're somebody who just has never really understood what real masculinity is, The Way of the Superior Man is one of my favorite books. It's one of my favorite books to get you to understand the purpose of your masculine energy. Understand that being purpose driven is in each and every one of us, especially as men. We have a lot more masculinity than most women. Now, we also do have feminine energy. In this book, it teaches you the purpose of both of those energies and what they're there to be there for, right? And so a lot of people or a lot of men don't understand, why am I feeling like I want to go after something, or why do I want to do this? Where's this ambition coming from? Now, if you don't have that ambition, it's most likely because you're not in tune with that masculinity within you, right? Because innately, each of us have that masculine energy that wants us to go after things. The purpose of the masculine is to be purpose driven, right? It's to be ambitious. And in the book, especially, I want to say it's chapter, is it chapter 4? Maybe it's chapter 5. Always hold to your deepest realization. So in this specific chapter, it literally talks about how you don't necessarily have to go after, or what was I trying to say? You don't necessarily have to have that energy, like it's not going to be right in your face. It's something that's already within you. That's why when you feel connected to something, most of the time, like men, we have an obsessive nature, right? Whether it's with women, whether it's with going after goals, whether it's with the video game, we have an obsessive nature to go after things because the masculine thrives off challenge, right? The masculine thrives off challenge. We love challenges. So we love to go after things. And in this book, it literally tells you all about your masculinity and really how to become purpose driven and stay aligned and stay connected spiritually, to go get after what it is that you want. Another book that I love to start people off with is You Can Get What You Want If You Find It Within Yourself by Robert A. Russell. I know it's backwards, but you're going to have to screenshot if you want it. That's a really good book because a lot of us have. Okay, so I'm from Salt Lake City, right? This is a huge, huge, huge Mormon state. And in this state, the religion is really, really big. But most people don't realize the purpose of religion. And most people don't realize that religion is completely different than spirituality. Those are two different things. Those are not the same things, right? But in this book, it literally teaches you how to awaken the God within, how to become conscious of the unconscious, and to awaken the God within, to be spiritually aligned. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these righteous things shall be added unto you. Most people have that verse misconstrued, and their God is external. My God is internal. My God is internal and external, but most people God is internal. Most people God's live in the sky and not within them. My God lives within me. All right. And so that's a really, really great book to start off with. Those are like the 4 books that I love to start people off with. This book right here has sold so many copies. I mean, if you don't have this book right here, then you playing games. You really playing games. Hold on, let me respond to this chat real quick. Yeah. Yeah, so those are the books I like to start people off with, man. What's up? What y'all got for me, man? What y'all got for me, bro? What y'all got for me, bro? I got 10 more minutes left, bro. And then we got to bounce. We got a lot going on today, man. We really do. We got a lot going on today. Somebody said something on Twitch. How do I start finding my purpose when I feel completely lost? Ooh, that's a great question. What's up? What's up with it? How do I even start finding my purpose when I feel completely lost? That's a great question. So I actually just dropped a video. I actually just dropped a video that literally is said, what was the title of that mug? If you feel lost, watch this until the end. And I break down step by step by step how to start from ground zero if you feel lost in life. Understand that feeling lost in life is completely normal. It's completely normal. It's completely natural, especially when you're just beginning to become purpose driven or live with intention. What you have to understand is that you have gone years without this. You've gone over, like, I don't know how old you are, but let's say that you're 30 years old. That means that you've gone 30 years without living with intention, without living a purpose driven life. And so when it comes to start finding your purpose, it's going to take time. You're going to feel lost. In the video, I talk about how there is always some fog. There's always some fog, and you're only going to be able to see a few feet ahead of you. Imagine driving in a car and there's just a bunch of haze, right? Like it's early morning in LA. There's so much haze. You can't see that much. You can only see a few steps in front of you. What you have to understand is that you don't have to have it all figured out. But where you could start is start by reading, right? Because what reading does is it opens up your perspective. It opens up your mind to an abundance of other opportunities. It opens up your perception, and it also changes your perspective on how you view the world. Right now, you have a very narrow view of how you see the world. Books open up your eyes. This is why it literally is called making the unconscious conscious, because you essentially raise your frequency by becoming way more aware of so many other things. So if you feel lost, it's okay. But what you want to start doing is you want to start reading, you want to start listening to other people, listen to other people who are successful in the things that you're successful in, so that you can start just emulating those things, right? Oh, damn. My bad. My bad. Sorry, gang. That's what you want to start doing. That's how you become purpose driven. But if you don't start doing those things, if you don't start reading, if you don't start doing the work and start being intentional, you're going to stay stuck in that same predicament. So that's how you start. I know that was a kind of long-winded question, but that was a good one. I appreciate you. Jameer, what are some signs that I'm still ooh, what are some signs that I'm still mentally in my own life? Um I would say if you cannot command your mind. And these questions are from Twitch. So y'all go check me out on Twitch, Master Clee on Twitch, if you want to know. What are some signs that I'm still mentally enslaved in my own life? I would say if you still cannot command your mind, if you're still not doing the things that you need to do each and every day, that's a sign that you're still enslaved by your own self. Um, I can't remember who said it, but somebody said a man that cannot command his own mind is not fit to command his own reality. In this life, man, we're trying to live life by design, right? We're trying to live life by design and not by default. And in order for us to do that, we have to be disciplined. We have to be consistent, and we have to command ourselves even during times of stress, even during times of discomfort, even during times of adversity. And if we can't command our minds, then we're still a slave to our own self. There's another great book called Discipline is Destiny by Ryan Holiday, and he talks a lot about temperance. And temperance basically is just the ability to be disciplined even when your emotions are high, the ability to remain disciplined even when things aren't going your way, right? Inky Johnson says all the time, um, damn, what was his quote? I can't remember exactly what he said, but he said something along the lines of, damn, what did he say? Damn, I can't remember off the top of my head, but he said something along the lines of, damn, what the hell did he say? He said something so profound. I'm gonna have to link it. I'm gonna have to make a video about it because he said he dropped some bars. He basically just said if you can't control your mind, or if you, it doesn't matter how you feel in the moment, right? Because if your feelings are dictating the way that you still do something, then you honestly have not commanded yourself in a way that's conducive to you, right? And so you need to be able to command yourself even during times of stress, even during times of adversity, even during times of uncertainty. The person that can remain through the most uncertainty is the one that wins. And so that's how you kind of recognize if you are mentally enslaved. Okay, what habits made the biggest difference in your personal growth? Waking up at 5 a.m. Waking up at 5 a.m. and working out for me is one of the biggest shifts that really helped me in my life change not just my life, but the way that I attack life, the way that I attack my day, the way that I complete things. Like waking up at 5 a.m. was one of the biggest difference in my personal growth journey. Another one was obviously reading, bro. Like reading all of these books. And I got so many more over there, but these are just the ones that I fetched right now. Think and Grow Rich, The Way of the Superior Man. Like That's another one for me. That unlocks so much for me. That's not going to do the same thing for everybody else. Everybody's not like me. Everybody can't sit and read books like these paperback books. Most people have to listen to audiobooks, and I listen to audiobooks too. Most people won't do it though. But for me, those were the things that changed and made the biggest difference in my personal growth. Again, if you're checking me out on YouTube, you got to go to Twitch. These questions are coming from Twitch. How do I stay disciplined when motivation runs out? Great question. Great question. And I love this question. What you have to understand is that motivation is a feeling. And the thing about feelings is that they come and they go, especially motivation. Motivation is not meant to remain. Motivation is a feeling. Motivation is going to run dry. That's why you can't rely on motivation. That's why you can't rely on willpower. You have to rely on discipline. Being disciplined is not a choice, it's a way of living, it's a state. It's a state of being. It's a state of frequency. If your frequency is in alignment with being disciplined, then you will remain disciplined. If your frequency is in alignment with the state of motivation, then you will only be motivated. You cannot rely on motivation because motivation will come and go. All right. So you want to make sure that you stay disciplined even through times of adversity. Discipline is a landlord, motivation is a tenant. That's how you have to understand, and that's how you want to treat your life. You got to understand that discipline is meant to stay. Motivation will come and go. All right, so that's how you stay disciplined when motivation runs out. Once again, the questions are coming from Twitch, and I'm talking to YouTube, and I'm talking to Twitch. It's not just y'all. Okay, cool. I see you, Jameer. Yep. We got about 5 more minutes, bro. I got a lot going on today, bro. How do I know if I'm aligned with my higher self? Bro. Give me a second, bro. Hold on. I got to respond to this. How do I know if I'm aligned with my higher self? It's all about frequency. It's all about frequency. Lod, what's up, man? What's the deal, bro? It's all about frequency. How aligned are you spiritually? You'll know that you're aligned with yourself when certain things don't get to you anymore. Okay, so look, when it comes to like manifestation and when it comes to wanting to be in your desired reality, one of the main things that you guys have to realize and remember is like what gets to you now wouldn't get to you in your desired reality, right? So say that you want to be a millionaire. Say that you're trying your ass off to become a millionaire. Well, the fastest way to become a millionaire is to be a millionaire, right? If we think about the principles of the be, do, have, these are the things that God commanded us to do. One of the first commandments, God said, be fruitful, do multiply, have dominion. He also said do a couple other things, but we'll just say that be fruitful, do multiply, have dominion. So we have to be, do, have. The problem is most people look at life, they want to have the nice things, and then they think that they'll do the thing, and then they think they'll be the thing, right? So if we think about that from a standpoint, let's just give an example. I want to have a Rolls Royce. So because I want to have a Rolls Royce, what I will do is I will work hard. And since I work hard, then I'll be confident once I have the Rolls Royce and once I work hard. But that's as backwards. That's not the level that you get to. That's not how you become a millionaire. What you have to do is I have to be a millionaire. So I have to be a person that drives a Rolls Royce, and I have to do what is required to have a Rolls Royce, and then I will have the Rolls Royce. The having is the last thing that comes. It's the be, do, have. The problem is we see it and we want to have, then we want to do, then we want to be. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you have to do. That's how you know that you're aligned to yourself, to your higher self, is the frequency that you operate on. So I know that I want to be a millionaire one day. If I'm a millionaire one day, what I have to do is I have to be a millionaire now. So when a bill comes up that's unexpected, if I was a millionaire already, would I react shadingly? Would I react scared? Would I react like I don't have no money in the account if that bill that comes, would that stress me out if I was already a millionaire? No. So then why would I get stressed out now? And that's how you literally fast track to becoming a mental millionaire, and then you'll become a millionaire. Um, 33rd birthday to okay. Okay, happy birthday, man. Shoot, Leo season, huh? I see you, man. You know, it's Cancer Gang over here, but yeah. Happy birthday to you, man. That's what's up. Um, let me see. What else y'all got, man? What else y'all got? We got about 10 more minutes. We getting off of here at 11:40. 11:40, we peacing out here. How do you stop caring what other people think? That's my biggest struggle. That's a great question. That's a lot. That's what a lot of people struggle with. A lot of people are insecure. It's totally normal, totally natural. Don't feel like, you're the only one that don't feel like that care what other people think. I mean, I sometimes I be caring what other people think as well. Yes. How do you stop caring what other people think? That's my biggest struggle. Okay, so look, what you can do, which is, kind of difficult, but it's something that you could practice. What you have to realize is that like you can't control what other people think about you, right? And a lot of times, what you have to do is you have to trace those feelings of why do you care what other people think? Where does that come from? Right? Did you not get the approval that you wanted as a child? Right? Did you miss out on certain things? Did you feel inadequate as a youth? Like I grew up super broke, super poor. And so I used to care what people think. I hated having, dirty shoes. And so that kind of built an insecurity in me to where I gotta have I have an abundance of shoes now because I was overcoming or overcompensating for a lack of shoes or a lack of inadequacy that I used to have when I was a child, right? And so now I no longer care about what people think because now I know that like my approval doesn't come from anything externally. The approval has to come from within. You have to approve yourself. You have to become the person. You have to be the person that's confident before the confidence will ever come. So a lot of times we care what people think because we're worried about how we're going to be judged. We're worried about how we're going to be viewed. We're worried about how we're going to be perceived. But we have to realize that like we can't change those things at all. We can't change somebody's perception of us, right? And understand that people don't see you through their eyes. People see you through your eyes. Oh, that's a bar. I'm gonna say it again. People don't see you through their eyes. People see you through your eyes, which means how you perceive yourself will be how people perceive you. So when I walk around with confidence, when I walk around with my chest up, my head up, and everything out, I'm walking around like I'm him because I am him. And so how people are going to treat me is like I'm him. So understand, people don't see you through their eyes. People see you through your eyes. That's why that quote that says, be careful what you allow, you're teaching people how to treat you, is so damn important because that's the case. So if you want to stop caring about what other people think, then you have to stop caring about what other people think about you. All right. Yeah, that's a struggle for a lot of people, not just you. Hey, happy belated to mom and her twin. That's what's up. Mom and auntie. Okay. Yes, sir. Cancer gang, bro. You barely missed it. You barely missed it, fam. You barely missed it, bro. But it's all right. Leo's dope too. Leo's dope too. A summer birthday, I mean, you can't beat a summer birthday. I used to hate having a birthday in the summer because in elementary school, everybody used to have pizza parties and donuts for their birthday. And since my birthday was in the summer, we was always out of school. So that sucked. But now, shit, y'all can hear me still? My phone is blowing up right now. What's the biggest thing you ever manifested? How did you do it? The biggest thing I ever manifested would probably be, I mean, I don't really have like a big thing, bro. Everything that I've manifested has been big. Everything that I've ever, desired has really came to fruition. It just took time. And so yeah, I mean, everything I manifested, I can't say one thing in particular, bro, because I've manifested being on this earth, right? If you think about it, I can't remember who said it. I think it was Gary V. He was like 400 trillion to one was your odds on making it to this earth. So me being a human being and being alive and in the flesh, out out swimming a bunch of other fishes and sperm and the whole nine. being here on earth is the biggest thing that I manifested. Now, how did you do it? Well, let me give you the definition of manifestation. Manifestation is internally shifting to a degree to which you're no longer emotionally dependent upon seeing reality change. Shout out to Nero, my guy. How you manifest is you got to be good with it, you got to be good without it. Now there's a lot of other things that go into manifestation, but on a simplistic level, that's how you manifest. That's how you manifest everything. Understand that you manifest everything that you have in your life. You've manifested everything that you've ever had in your life. You've manifested. Now, how did you manifest it? Well, it's a combination of thoughts, it's a combination of feelings and beliefs and emotions and convictions and things that you believe. You manifest everything that you have in your life, man. So understand that manifestation is something that you already been doing, right? You manifest every breath that you take. So yeah. Ironically, not only I was my mother's belated birthday present, I was born on the day my father left Alabama. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Dang, that's crazy. Wait, so your family's from Alabama? Or your dad is? Or y'all from Alabama? That's crazy. Wow, what a gift, man. You are the gift of life to your parents. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing, fam. Shout out to you, bro. Hey, so look, before I hop off the line, what part of Alabama, man? My dad is from Alabama. Before I hop off this live, I'm gonna get off at 11:45. I have new. What is that? Damn. Um, I got some new content dropping in here in a couple weeks. I'm gonna start posting way more consistently, man. It's been hectic, man. Work been hectic, school been hectic, and we getting our affairs in order, man. But I'm gonna start posting more often, bro. I want to get more consistent with it. Low key, I've been a little lazy, and so I gotta stop that. You know what I mean? I gotta stop that. Yeah, I've been a little lazy, man, but we're gonna get back to it, man. We're gonna get right back to it like we never left. Um, and yeah, I'm excited for the information that I got for y'all. Ah, got you. Okay. Man, I feel like everybody from Alabama is from a small town. That's crazy. Man, that's what's up though. Alabama roots. War Eagle. War Eagle, man. What other questions y'all got? Any questions in Twitch? Y'all been asking all the questions. Y'all a lot more purpose driven than YouTube. Everybody that come in YouTube just say hi. Um, my dad's from Alexander City. If you know who T.O. is, he grew up with T.O. Yes, sir. Alabama. Oh. What else y'all got in Twitch, man? Y'all over here. Ah, y'all over here tweaking, man. Man, I might start going live more often, man. Y'all was in here jumping. We had 50 people in the Twitch. They ran us for sure. I see. Okay. Yeah. What do you do when family and friends don't support your growth? Understand that they don't have to. Yo, none of my family, none of my friends know that I have a YouTube channel, right? And that's for a couple reasons. One of the reasons is like I don't need their approval. If you're worried about what your family and your friends think, you need to do some digging as to why you care about their approval. Me personally, none of my family, none of my friends know I do YouTube, and I'm not on social media like that, so they not gonna find out unless I tell them. But understand that like your family and your friends is the last to support you. They the last to support you. They gonna see you when you climbing, but like when you at the top, they gonna be the last to support you, but they gonna be the first to ask for a handout. You don't owe them nothing, man. And they don't owe you their support just because they know you. The hell does that mean? A lot of times we feel like we're entitled to our closest people's support, and we're not, right? We're not entitled to their support. So if they don't support your growth, that's fine, right? They don't have to. Understand that, like, everybody kick you while you down, but when you up, like then the support start coming, right? And then everybody was like, yeah, I'm your day one. Like Lawton, my day one. He been here since day uno, bro. When we get to 100K subs, Lawton gonna be still here because that's my dog. But understand, none of my family, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, my closest friend, they don't know I do YouTube, and that's for a couple reasons. That's one, to support me. I don't really care about their validation, so like I don't need to tell them what I got going on. And number two, they're not really my target audience. Some of them are purpose driven, some of them aren't. I'm here to get people that want to really transform their life and really like live life by design and not by default. You know what I'm saying? I just turned 28, and when I look at my family, I'm a little more ahead of them mentally. And so, like, right now, they're not in a position to even receive what I'm saying. And so, yeah, your family and your friends, y'all will be the last to support. So it is what it is. Ah, got you, got you, got you. Mobile is dope. Mobile is dope. They got a dope beach. Every time I go to Alabama, I fly into the Birmingham airport. Man, they've been all over. They've been all over. I'm actually going to Alabama in beginning of October. Go see my grandma. Not like my actual grandma, but my granny grandma. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. Well, we have reached 11:45. Lawton, I appreciate you tapping in, my guy. I'm saying, bro, we gotta keep it under wraps. We gotta keep it under wraps, you know what I mean? And the thing is too, like, it's not even that it's a competition. Like, it's not that it's a competition, but it's, sometimes you just can't share everything that you got going on. You know what I mean? You can't share all your wins. You can't share everything. But yeah, hey, be on the lookout. What is this? Hey, be on the lookout for more lives, man. We're gonna start going live. We're gonna start making more content, man. We got a lot of stuff in the works. We working on a new camera, working on a new setup, man. Hey, I want to help people transform their life, man. Y'all need to join the Discord. Y'all on Twitch too. Join the Discord, Men of Mastery. Men of Mastery. I need y'all in here, man. I need y'all in here, bro. Y'all got to get in Men of Mastery, bro, and we can boss up. Lawton, I need you to be active in the Discord, bro. I need you to be active in the Discord, family. Twitch is Master Clee. Master Clee on Twitch, bro. Or actually, it might be something else. Let me look, actually, because I don't even know. I'm not even on my Twitch right now. I'm on my brother's Twitch. And he be going crazy. I think that's why. They like, who is this man? I'll send you the Twitch on Discord, bro. Tap in on the Discord. I got you. All right, y'all, I'm out. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. Be easy, bro.